All of a sudden, I wasn't eating. I take great pride in my appearance. My appearance has started going downhill. I'm very talkative and outgoing. At my job, all of a sudden, I was withdrawn, quiet.
Depression is more than just feeling sad. It can cause a number of emotional, even physical problems, and it could even lead to thoughts of suicide.
Do you think you would know the warning signs? They can be very subtle. I spoke with a woman who was showing those signs. A simple remark about her shoes set up some red flags with a family member who probably saved her life.
The Charlotte skyline is beautiful, but I did not meet Fonda Bryant on top of this parking deck in Uptown for the view. Rather, because that view is the last thing some people see.
So you imagine you're standing here and you're just feeling like, I'm a loser, I'm hopeless, no one's gonna care.
There have been 5 suicide attempts from this deck in the past 4 years. That's why Fonda convinced the owners to put up these signs near the elevators.
And when you come up these stairs or you get on the elevator and come up, you'll see that. You're not alone, need help. The National Suicide Hotline numbers.
Why does she care so much? For that, we need to go back to 1995. Fonda was a single mother, and years of growing depression were about to boil over. She planned to take her own life. But first, she got a call from her Aunt Kelly, who she calls Aunt Spanky.
I don't even remember all the conversation, but I just said, you can have my shoes. And I didn't think that she was going to even know that that was a warning sign.
She and I love shoes. That's another story. All right. So when I hear you can have my shoes, that automatically to me was not right.
Something some people might ignore to Aunt Spanky was a cry for help. She made some phone calls and got Fonda involuntarily committed for treatment, and she knew there would be consequences.
I don't think I've ever been that mad. I don't think I ever have. I was steaming, but I was scared.
But Fonda is here today to tell that story.
See something, say something.
Erica Ellis Stewart with Mental Health America says if you're concerned about someone's well-being, the first step is to simply ask, are you okay? And then listen for what she calls coded language.
Well, you won't have to worry about me, or you won't have to worry about that. Or, you know, people might not mind if I'm not around.
Experts list the warning signs of suicide as talk, behavior, and mood. Do they talk about death or feeling hopeless? Behavior, like withdrawing from activities and giving away prized possessions. And mood, depression or loss of interest.
If someone admits to you they're having suicidal thoughts, first ask when they plan to do it, tonight or several months from now. That will let you know if you need to take immediate action.
And you want to try to get them to the next point of professional help, whether that's a counselor, whether that's with mobile crisis, whether that's taking them to the emergency room.
What you should not do is judge them.
Just having someone truly listen and not put any value statements or judgment on it is significant.
There you go.
Fonda is living proof that listening saves lives. And when she was speaking recently with members of a crisis intervention team, she told them what her aunt did.
And they looked at her and they said, she's a hero in our eyes. And if we had more Aunt Spankies, we would not need CIT.
I was going to say, I wish I had an Aunt Spanky. Everybody needs an aunt like this.
And she is very modest about it. But I'm going to have T-shirts made that says, everybody needs Aunt Spanky.
And I would buy one. Fonda also wanted me to mention, if somebody seems to be feeling better, don't assume everything is okay, because she says people who are depressed or suicidal can suddenly snap back and act normal simply because they made that decision to die by suicide.
And thanks to her aunt really listening and paying attention.
And of course, Fonda is so vibrant and cheerful, and it's just hard to imagine the world without her. We're glad she's here.
Absolutely.
From star athlete to bipolar diagnosis, then
the lowest point of my life.
How he was able to turn it all around and become the role model for kids he says he needed growing up.
I definitely know my purpose.
A network news anchor's panic attack live in front of millions.
It was really embarrassing and scary.
What he does now to manage anxiety and stress, something he thinks will work for you too. Still ahead on Charlotte's Hidden Crisis.